Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Tuesday, May 9th. Hey, we got just a couple items here, light ones here today on the economic calendar. And we'll start off with the NFIB Small Business Index for the month of April. So this is a index that kind of shows us that gauge of confidence level in these small businesses, which tends to be very important in the sense that they do make up the majority of the jobs in the U.S. here. So as you can see here, we were at a 104.7 in March, and it dropped a little bit down to 104.5. So in the same range, but still in a good range. So they're still feeling obviously pretty good about where things are at in terms of where the economy is moving. Also, in wholesale inventories for the month of March. So in February, wholesale inventories were increased by 0.3%. In the month of March, it went up 0.2%. So decent numbers. Wholesale inventories are stocking up a little bit. Kind of gives us insight as to how they're thinking in terms of where the economy is moving. So if they're stocking up, that means they're stocking up to move along for business to purchase and such. So they're getting ready for more pickup in the economy here. Right now, the stock market's a little mixed. Nasdaq, I believe, was the only one that was actually up. They've both been kind of going started off pretty well. Up a little bit. Now they're kind of mixed. We got some earnings reports coming out today. A lot of them are looking pretty good. The French elections are passed, so that's one kind of catalyst that's kind of passed, so they can take a sigh of relief that Macron won, primarily because they were concerned that there might be a geopolitical instability in Europe if Le Pen had won and perhaps pulled France out of the EU, which would create more instability in that region. So that was the big concern there. Right now, there's not a lot going on right now. They're kind of trying to look ahead, see what might try to give a jolt to the markets. And some of the big things right now are basically we got some parliamentary elections going on in England and France. We also got the Fed meeting up in June 14th, I believe it is, where there's about 88% chance that they're going to hike rates again. So I believe that June will be the next hike, great hike coming up here. So those are the majority of the things that they're kind of looking at. Also, OPEC is supposed to be meeting. They're thinking that they might get together and again extend that decrease on the output, so that way drive oil prices up a bit. So those are a couple of different things that they're kind of looking at, but of course other things could easily pop up and spoil the show for them and go the opposite direction. So let's take a look at the bond market, and as you can see, this bond market is way down here. We're down about 9 basis points from where we left off yesterday. Most likely, I would say, we have pricing for the worst today because we didn't really get that yesterday. So with the continuation of that, I would say pricing has gotten worse. And looks like we have more to the downside where we could potentially, here's our next floor of support, where we could potentially lose a little bit more. 10-year yields have been going up and up a little bit here, and that's what's taken away from the deflating the air out of the mortgage-backed securities or bonds, especially when there's been some talk about the Fed selling off their balance sheet. So it creates more sellers versus buyers in that market, which will only put more pressure on mortgage-backed securities. And of course, we also had Warren Buffett make some similar comments saying that compared to stocks, that nobody should be buying bonds as is. So again, this is going to put more pressure on bonds, and it looks like rates could start continuing going upwards here. So I'd be very cautious if you're out there, you have interest rates floating. I would highly recommend maybe locking in, protect yourself from any future erosion in the interest rates here. All right, folks. So basically, rates have increased a little bit here. If you guys want to get more data throughout the day, just come over to Twitter. You can find me underneath Mike Bjork. I do post throughout the day, and also if you're in the market for looking for a mortgage, whether it's a refinance or a purchase, I can assist you as I'm a loan officer myself. Just please feel free to reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you out in any way I can. All right, have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.